he tried to be the person that they wanted him to be. He tried to do it, and guess what? It didn't work. None of it worked. And he's basically saying now, this is who I am. Like it or not, for lack of better words, go fuck yourself. Seriously, if you don't like who I am, then you have no business being in my face. So get out of it. And I think that this year now, he has this sort of sense of sort of self-worth, where he's saying, you know what, I've been around a long time, and you guys are a bunch of morons. And this is me. And I think it gives him enough play to say, she doesn't want me. She just simply doesn't want me. But I think the really cool thing is that Elena's going to be going through all these things that David and Stefan went through. So I think they're also going to be able to relate to her and connect with her at a very interesting level, where they, for once, really understand what she's going through.
I might have missed this coming in a little late, but she's also going to remember all the things that he's compelled her to forget. So how is he going to approach that? She's going to confront him about that.
Well, I think that adds a very interesting layer, which is kind of like an oh shit moment, where it's like, wait, he did do that. All he did was wish you the best. I hope you get everything you want out of life. It's really tragic. It's really sad. I mean, who knew? If he could have, it's too bad he didn't have a DVR. We could have just like fast forwarded a little bit, and then gone back. Life doesn't work that way. You make decisions kind of in the moment.
Is it safe to say with Damon's new attitude that he's going to go back to his darker side that sort of left him?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he's just basically keeping it for 2 years. Or I should say I have. And I'm excited to go back to that, that guy, which is the guy that I love playing. There's a certain honesty to Damon, which is this, you know those people that come into your life where they say what everyone thinks, but just doesn't have the balls to say it? That's Damon Salvatore. He just has the balls to say what you don't. And I think that's why it makes him so, oh wait, this is a really cool image. I gotta take a picture. You guys are so keep going. Well, Paul's a boxer, and I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I really don't like fighting. When I'm anxious, yeah, I might go hit a bag for a while, but I'd rather just sprint up and down a hill or something just to get that out. I don't particularly like. What about the characters? Oh, the characters? I think Stefan is one of those like closeted freaks who just rip every limb off of your body. You know what I mean? He really would. I think he would just rip every limb off of your body. You guys keep talking. I'm just.
There's a new vampire hunter coming in. How much of a threat is he for Damon?
I think it's going to be a big problem. And maybe if, I show up to work a couple times late, or I'm bitchy with the dialogue, maybe this guy is, Twitter's going to love this. So keep going.
You and your videos. Especially considering that Elena is a vampire now, how is he going to try to protect her from the vampire hunters?
Actually, you know what's really funny? Imagine long day of publicity. But what's funny is that imagine Elena coming to save like one of the boys, like, that's a really cool thing. Because she went from being sort of a badass girl to a badass woman overnight, literally. It's like that whole thing. It takes 10. What is it? It takes 10 years to become an overnight success. It takes 66 episodes to become a vampire.
So I've been asking all other castmates if they could pick a dream guest star. And why? Who would you pick?
Kevin Bacon. Of course. Well, I've just been seeing Kevin Bacon every day. It's so surreal. Like I land, I get on a bus, I'm with Kevin Bacon. I go to Comic-Con, I'm on a bus, I'm with Kevin Bacon. I'm like, it's crazy, man. It's like the 6 degrees. You know who I think would make a really badass vampire? Clint Eastwood. Make my day, punk.
definitely his next career move. It really makes sense in the
By the way, if
trajectory.
he came on as a guest star in Manward Areas, his career would skyrocket. Seriously.
He'd finally make it.
He'd finally make it. Yeah.
Pretty young for like some 70, 80-year-old guy.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I think it would be cool.
Like him.
Damon, you know what Damon would do? Damon would get him loaded and take him to a strip club, and they would just hang out, and it would be cool. You know?
Are there any fun little pranks that you're known for, offset or onset?
Well, we play pranks on each other all the time. This is something I have never said in public, which I probably shouldn't say. Because I really kind of wanted to do it to Paul eventually, but now that, well, it doesn't matter. So season one, or day one of episode one of season one, it's July, it's Atlanta, it's awful. I went into Paul's trailer and put saran wrap on his toilet, and turned the heat on, and
Oh my goodness.
then I realized, like, man, what if he comes in? Who knows, like, what kind of mood any of us are going to be in? It's day one, season one. This guy's, I'm going to have to be with this guy for the next 6 years of my life. I really want to piss this guy off. And at the end of the day, like right before he got there, I remember I ran in and turned everything off and took it out. But maybe now thinking about it, it is season 4. We've been buddies for a long time. I could probably get away with it. I think I might have to do that. But guys, don't
Please
say
take video.
I will take video. Him running out.
Did you go by any pranks from the others?
Yeah, I mean, I've been caught by a number of pranks. There was we shoot a lot. We shoot, anywhere sometimes from 50 to 70-hour weeks, and we travel almost every weekend. So you get a little haggard, and the studio lets you know when you're looking a little tired, because they see it in dailies. Your battery's low, by the way. But there was this one point, our DP, our director of photography is this guy named Paul Summers. The first 2 seasons, and he's phenomenal. He's set the look of the show, and he's just incredibly talented. But the girls, one day I was really tired, and Paul and I were shooting the scene, and I walked up to him and said, "Hey, listen, man, I'm really tired today. I didn't really sleep last night. I was doing publicity all yesterday, but can you, use some filters, make me a little better looking?" He goes, "Well, dude, I don't know. You got to kind of talk to Pascal, which is our line producer, about that, because I use these filters, but they're only for the girls. Because every time we use them, we have to pay a royalty, and the studio is just not going to want to pay it. And I've been advised not to do it for the boys, only the girls." I was so pissed off. I called my manager, and I was screaming into the phone, only to turn around, royalty filter. I mean, a royalty filter. I turned around, and the whole crew was like, I was so enraged. I didn't even hear them giggling. And that was I'll never live that one down. And my manager reminds me all the time, and so does the crew. Which is sort of the beauty of what we do. We get to do this stuff with each other, and it's awesome.
So what is the loss of Alaric going to be doing in season 4?
Alaric, it's so weird because it's, life imitates art in many, many ways, and it's really, really strange not having Matt Davis on set. I know he has his own show now. He's #1 on the call sheet. He's shooting in Vancouver, 13 episodes a season. Bastard. But it is weird not having him there, and we miss him. And I think it's not going to be easy for Damon. I mean, the loss of any great friend is not easy. And I don't think Damon's going to be any exception to that rule. So they had a full-on bromance. And even though Damon was a complete asshole sometimes, this is his only friend in the world.
Now that Alaric is gone, is it going to be hard for Damon to let anyone in because he lost them? And then Elena's also suffered a human death.
I think it's going to be a little difficult for him to let anyone in. Because he's at that stage now where it's just, you guys are a bunch of idiots. I was right. This is bullshit. Seriously, I think it might take him a little while.
You think he's going to resent Matt? for the fact that
Is he gonna resent Matt? Matt's gonna have a tough year. I'm not kidding you. Matt's gonna have a really tough year. I feel bad for Matt, actually. And Zach Rohrig is literally my brother. There's no separation between my real biological brother and Zach Rohrig. I mean, that's how close we are. But he's not gonna have a very good year. Oh, really? Bummer. Guys, thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Just so many familiar faces and.